Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. So today we're going to talk about HTML tags and the differences between paired tags and self-closing tags. We have two types. Paired tags, the syntax is like so. We put here our tag name, okay, the closing tag name, and within the closing tag name and the opening tag name, we put our content. So content here. So this is, by the way, this is a comment on HTML. If you want to create a comment on your HTML page, you type Ctrl plus slash. This is a shortcut that creates to you a HTML comment. And this comment, it is not executed when you run it on the web browser. For example, I'm using Chrome web browser. If you run it, it will not, the interpreter will not take this line, the commented line in consideration. Okay, this is the main idea behind comments. So here we have a paired tag name. Paired tag name we start with a opening tag and a closing tag. And within the opening and closing tag, we put our content here. So as an example, within our body, we will talk about headings. So headings, they are just simple HTML tag, paired tags that starts from H1 until H6. So if I want to create H1, and here I put, for example, the content. So I will type heading 1 and save it. As you can see here, the heading 1 is the most important heading in our web page. For instance, in whatever your HTML page, you should create one H1P page, one single H1 tag P page. So here we have also a H2. You can create a H tag. Enter, type heading 2. Okay. As you can see here, we have the heading 2. If you wanna, for example, copy paste the same line, there is a shortcut in VS Code. You type the following shortcut: Alt, Shift, and bottom arrow, like this. Okay, I have 6 headings. So here I'm gonna type 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I'm gonna correct these ones. 3, extra. As you can see here, we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, and so on until heading 6. So these are examples of paired tags. We have other examples like paragraphs. So we type P, and this is a paragraph. In fact, there's a lot of tags you can use it, or a lot of paired tags. I represent to you headings and paragraphs. There is also pre-formatted text, like this example. Type pre, and here you type, for example, this paired tag is its purpose is used for preformatted text. It means it preserves both spaces and line breaks. It preserves both spaces and line breaks, so that text appears exactly as typed. We'll type and save it. As you can see here, this paired tag is useful. So this is the main idea behind the pre-formatted text. Type pre, it preserves both spaces and line breaks. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about self-closing tag. Self-closing tags. So self-closing tags, you can imagine them like an action or a stamp, a particular stamp or an action. When we use self-closing tags, so we have a one self-closing tag, and within this one self-closing tag, we cannot insert content. Okay, we cannot insert text or content. As examples, for example, we have here the most basic one, break line. So, for example, I'll type B paragraph. Okay, I will type inside it. This is the first. I'm gonna create a break line, a self-closing tag. self-closing tag. Examples of self-closing tag, we have here the break line or the line break, BR for break line. Okay. After that, I'm gonna type, for example, this is the second line. I'm gonna create another example of self-closing tag, for example, H rule or horizontal rule. Horizontal rule, it's just a horizontal line, okay, horizontal line. So as you can see, we have P, which is the parent tag, and within the P, we have the break line or the line break self-closing tag, and also H rule, which is the horizontal rule or self-closing tag. So you can create, in HTML, you can create multiple nested elements, multiple nested levels of tags. For example, we have a P tag, and within this P tag, we have other tags, so we can nest elements within other elements. This is what we call the nesting concept. It's like a loop in programming language. So you can create nested loops, or you can create nested conditions. If, and within this if condition, create another if, and within the nested if, you create another if. It's like that. You can imagine it or consider it like this. Now I'm gonna just save it, and as you can see here we have this is the first line. After the big line, which is it tells to HTML to return or create a new line, and then after creating the new line, it will type this second line. Okay, and after that we have a H rule, which is this horizontal line. This is the main difference between self-closing tag and paired tags. So as a summary, self-closing tags, we cannot create inside them content, but paired tags we need a opening tag and a closing tag, and between these tags we create content. We put our content, and we can have elements within other elements, which is the nesting concept. This is briefly the main idea behind this tutorial. Now we're gonna pass. Now I'm gonna give you a small challenge and try to do it by yourself. After that, I'm gonna correct it with you. So the challenge is build a happy page. Use an H1 for the title. Place an H rule under the title. Write a paragraph equal to happy, and use a break line inside the paragraph to break a line, to create a new line, and finally use a preformatted paired tag to draw a star or a simple shape. Okay, paired tag to draw a star or a simple shape. Okay. So within our body, gonna type here, as you can see, because I'm using GitHub student pack, which I've associated my GitHub account with the Copilot, with the AI Copilot, this one, GitHub Copilot app, and this AI agent, it helps me and it provides me suggestions or solutions to my challenges or code journey. This is a very useful one, but you should first activate your student GitHub pack student if you are absolutely a student. If you're not a student, unfortunately, you cannot. I think you cannot activate this feature. So I'll just type tab. As you can see here, we have my hobby, for example, gardening. Okay, so gardening. Here we have a H rule, self-closing tag, the paragraph, and within the paragraph we have a break line, okay? And finally a pre-formatted shape. So this is the solution. If you want to check out the code base, or maybe the challenge and its solution, you can check it out within the description. You will find it on my GitHub repository called HTML Crash Course 2026. Also, if you want to revise, go through a brief summary cheat sheet, speed cheat sheet to the whole course, you're gonna find it in the description below. And finally, I wanna show to you some tricks here. For example, if you are on a HTML page and you wanna inspect the code behind this page, you're gonna right click, choose the view page source option or control view. As you can see here, we have the docside, the challenge, and the code base. Exactly what you see here in your code base. It is here. It is here. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and leave a comment. And for sure, like the video. Thanks for watching and see you soon.